Give reasons. While purchasing canned food, its expiry date should be checked. Every canned item has a limited shelf life. This is the time limit during which the food item is safe to eat. This is mentioned on the can. But later, after the expiry date is over, the food may not remain in a good condition due to irreversible chemical changes in it. Consuming such items can harm our health. Therefore, while purchasing canned food, its expiry date should be checked. An iron article should be given a coat of paint. An iron article rusts naturally, which is called corrosion, and this corrosion takes place due to oxygen, moisture, vapors of chemicals in the air. And corrosion makes articles weak and unusable. Therefore, to keep the iron articles in better condition, it should be given a coat of paint. A wooden article should be polished. Wood is an organic substance, and it is affected by termites or fungus. And this natural change can result into an irreversible change. So, if polish is applied to such wooden articles, the rate of natural changes will slow down. And thus, to prevent this harmful change, a wooden article should be polished. Next, give reason. Copper and brass utensils should be tinned. The metals like copper and brass, they gather a greenish layer due to slow chemical changes, and this is corrosion which happens due to oxygen, moisture and vapors of chemicals in the air. And to prevent such corrosion, copper and brass articles are tinned. A dry handkerchief gets wet at once on dipping in water, but it takes long for a wet handkerchief to dry. A dry handkerchief absorbs water once it is dipped into the water. This is a fast change, but drying such moist handkerchief is a slow process which occurs due to evaporation, and evaporation is a physical change which depends upon atmospheric temperature and humidity. So it may therefore take long for drying a wet handkerchief. What will you take into account while identifying the following change? A physical change in a substance. It will be seen that whether the substance has changed its property and composition, and if both of these remain unchanged, then it is a physical change. In case of chemical change, it will be seen that whether the substance is changed in its property, whether the composition of the substance is changed, whether the change is irreversible, and if all these changes are taking place, then it will be a chemical change. Next question, read the paragraph and note down the various types of changes it mentions. It was nearing 6 o'clock in the evening. The sun was setting, a breeze was blowing, leaves on the tree were shaking. Sahil was sitting in the courtyard, rolling balls of wet soils and shaping them into various toys. Then he felt hungry and went into the house. Mother made a dough from wheat flour and fried puris. While eating hot puris, his attention was drawn from outside the window. It had started raining and there was lightning too. So Sahil was enjoying his dinner in the dim light. So here it was nearing 6 o'clock in the evening. It is related to time, which is a reversible and periodic change. Sun was setting. It is again a periodic reversible. Breeze was blowing. So blowing of wind is physical and non-periodic. Leaves on the tree were shaking. So movement due to wind is physical and periodic. Sahil was sitting in the courtyard rolling balls of wet soil and shaping them into various toys. So making toys of soil is a physical change. He felt hungry and went into the house. So hunger is a periodic change. Mother made a dough from wheat flour and fried puris. It is physical and irreversible. While eating hot puris, his attention was drawn outside the window. So seeing randomly is a non-periodic change. It had started raining. Raining is a physical and periodic change. There was lightning. Lightning is both physical, chemical and fast change. Thank you.